So now we'd like to invite on stage a very special person, a very good friend, particularly of Daniel, and I've known him also now through Daniel. One of the first entrepreneurs of the state of Meghalaya, and who has taken entrepreneurship to a very, very high level and a very different level, and to tell us all that we are possible, that I am possible, and entrepreneurship is something that is the need of the hour. So I would like to introduce to you on stage a very special friend, a very special supporter, founder and managing director of Avenues. Mark, kindly come on stage.
Good evening, everyone. That was very unexpected, Janice, but thank you for the opportunity. I'd like us all to just take a very quick look around the room tonight, this evening. This is a very close-knit circle of people who have seen, supported, loved and embraced everything that Daniel and the fashion house stand for. A lot of people in the room that I know personally as well, friends and family here. But for the evening, before we even move ahead, I'd like to just reminisce very, very quickly about what it was like when the fashion house kicked off. In Daniel's very first year, I remember walking up to one of Shillong's very fine nightclubs and seeing Daniel at the entrances, making sure that everything was safe and secure for those who were attending. The rise that Daniel CM has taken along with Janice reminds me of what you'll all know he speaks about when he actually talks in public, which is very rare. But when Daniel speaks, he speaks about one very special thing, his guardian angels. The people he's met along the way who've helped him take center stage for the movement of India and the protection of our tradition and our culture in the state. Foremost among them are his parents, his mother and father who are here this evening, and of course Janice's mom who's here as well this evening. If we could just have his mom and dads please stand up. Uncle and auntie, if you could please stand up for this particular moment. It takes a great deal of courage to allow your children to pursue their passions and their dreams and to stand by them while they do it. So the heroes of the evening, Daniel CM's parents, mom and dad, and of course Janice, if family is here, Janice's mom is here as well. Please give her a round of applause. I could not let the evening go amiss without having to say this. Janice, I hope you don't mind.
I love it.
Is Daniel around? I think he's overwhelmed. But there is something very special I'd like to do for Daniel, and that is to tell you all that Dan stands for something, and Janice, I'm sure you'll agree, he stands for the word courage. The sort of journey that Daniel has, and I wish he was here right now because I want him to be present, this is a very important thing I'd like for him to hear. But for each of you who know Daniel, especially his close friends, you know he's got your back in and out of the rooms that he's in and that he's not. He stands for what he believes in, but most importantly, he always does this one very special thing, which is respecting the source. So Daniel is here right now, and Dan, I have something very special to tell you. And you're going to have to promise me that you're going to stand through this time with me. Yeah? Dan, this is to you. I want you to all take a good hard look at the sexy chest of Daniel CM. Dan is a remarkable individual whose chest does not need a suit of armor for him to stand up against the world, which is why it's most of the time bare. Dan, I know you've gone through a very, very difficult journey over the last 10 years. When we had our 10-year anniversary, I don't know how we managed to pull things through. When I look at you today and the journey that you've taken from one entrepreneur to another and to every other business person and every other fledgling entrepreneur in the state, we must remember and recognize that sometimes your scars are the lessons we learn so that we can have a future. And Dan, with every other designer that's in the state this evening, I did not expect to be called up out here to say this to you, but I want to tell you, for every designer that's out there who had to fight against the grain and make their way in the state and stand up against what everybody said should not be done, cannot be done, and would not make a career, please remember that you stand on the shoulder of a giant. Daniel, congratulations, and all the best for the next 10. Thank you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations to Daniel and to Jasmine and the team. This song is one of my late grandmother's songs, and it talks about our freedom fighter, Utirat Singh. And I feel like it's apt, like what Mark Stone have mentioned, the courage. So this is dedicated to him and the team and to all of you. Im nong kla ka nam jong u men ta ka pa ha do kine kis ngingem kla Shlur jong u ngin bot serwet na barokat patip mangi day unina kisim kasi Shitom nyalakari Utirat Singh usim jongi Utirat Singh ukriu diale Nala kari ube Shi sertap do nut umut ha Nong shun kipa panwan ya lo Jing thmu jongki om la yo i Hi ma jong u ban yo kinti Sha shi tom yala kari Utirat Singh usim jongi Sing ukriu perkha Kendet ben riu us ngau pet ma Renti uknam kasti ura Bon mat na pang omเป็นสาน้องชวนคราวพากิแกมยาอูขีเสร็จเป็นดีฮาดาฮากาสีหายังเป็นดีตีรอดสิงอุสเอมจองอีตีรอดสิงอุสเอมจองอี Thank you.
Now we have the last bit of today's event, and it's symbolic for us because it's an anniversary, not of human beings really. So it's about the fashion house, the Daniel Sims Ethnic Fashion House. We're celebrating 10 years together. So the partnership between Daniel and I, and our staff, our team, all of you here, and we want that we have the cake cutting ceremony. And this is special to us all because it's a celebration of sorts, and we would also like all of you to join us in the celebration. Of course, I just have a few people that I can request to come on stage for cutting the cake, leading the way, and this cake will be distributed in our high tea that we will have in about 5 minutes' time. So hold those stomachs, all of you, all right? Michael's aim, please come on stage, support your son even more. Auntie Eritha. Auntie Eritha, no hiding. Khadeng needs to come. Roseanne, pull them out. See, people, they're responsible for delaying our tea if they're not coming up, huh? No tea till cake cutting is done. And of course, my mummy, Mrs. Mayborn Pongro, to kindly come on stage, please, for the cake cutting. Daniel, please take them up. Mummy's been asking me the entire afternoon, who will cut the cake? Who will cut the cake? I had to avoid that answer many times. So, Mom, now you know. If it was not for family, we wouldn't be where we are today too. So it's an address to all of you that family will always stand by you along with your friends and give them that due respect and credit when and where you can. In conclusion, I'd like to say thank you once again to everybody, and we will formally end the occasion, the event, the 10-year anniversary of Daniel Saint's Ethnic Fashion House with a vote of thanks. There are many people to thank, and we are deprived of time a bit because our stomachs are telling us that. So I would just like to kickstart, and of course Daniel will take the lead after me. First and foremost, we definitely thank Shri Conrad K. Sangma, our Honorable Chief Minister of Meghalaya. His august presence has made this show even more special. Due to time constraints and other obligations, he had to leave on way, but he has already congratulated us even on social media. So thank you so much, Shri Conrad K. Sangma. We also have in our midst Shri Frederick Roy Kharkongor, Commissioner and Secretary. So thank you so much for being here with us, for supporting us, and for giving us a lending hand always. Basindram had to leave, of course. I wonder if Madam Sarika is still here. Okay, so they have left, but they have also been always supporting us, so thank you so much. Mrs. Cynthia Sama, the in-charge director now for Sericulture and Weaving, thank you, ma'am. And also, Mr. Vijay Kumar sir is not here, but we have Preeti Rao with us. Thank you, and do carry this gratitude to him. We'd also like to thank Kong Matsedor Nongbri. Thank you so much, Kong. You have always been here to support us, and you have always taken us a step further. So we'd like to thank you all. There are, of course, Peter Hanneman. We'd like to thank, and we have many other people in the list. But for those that are physically present, yes. And then the rest, Daniel has his own personal thank yous, and I hand it over to him now.
They always say that behind every successful man is a woman. I would like you to give a hand to Janice. She's been one of the women in my life who have stood by me, supported me, loved me, and always believed in me. So thank you, Janice, for always being there. This fashion house will not be here without your love and your support, and you're amazing at what you do. And thank you for putting up with all my flaws. We also remember, I would just like to start that we also remember our dear friends who are not here anymore with us, and that is Denny, Gary Walang, Auntie Thai. Also remember my grandmother, Megha, and mom, who just recently passed away. These are the people who have guided me and blessed me in so many ways. And I am the person that I am today because of what they've taught me. I would like to thank all my family members who have also stood by me. I would like to thank Janice's family. Auntie, you've been there for us in so many ways. Also my friends, there are just too many of you. I cannot mention names because I'm afraid I might miss out on a few. But in particular, Brian, you're the one who founded me. Thank you so much. You've guided me and helped me, and I still come to you for advice. Elizabeth, who was there with me, and so many more other people. Like I said, I don't want to, you all know who you are, especially the ones who are here tonight. You've always been there by my side and loved me and guided me and scolded me. And for that, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Again, I will not be standing here if it wasn't for my team. The people who does all the amazing work that you've seen on the ramp. My backbone. I would like to call each and every one of them and introduce them to you because they're also part of the fashion house family. First off, I would like to start with Akhil, who has been the most senior, member of the staff. He's been with me through thick and thin, and I would like to thank him. This is Akhil, everyone. I'm sure most of you know him. And then we have Deepa, Mary, Eve, Aris, and our assistant designer, Clarita. So please give them a huge warm of applause. Another woman that we also have to give credit is a woman who's been with us on this journey for 10 years and has done exceptional work for us. She has been our backbone. She has helped us with the work in the fashion house, and also a really, really good friend who I also consider my family. Nisha, please come on stage. Nisha Upreti, everybody. We love you, Nisha. I would also like to thank the man behind this event who's responsible for putting everything together and who's done it so meticulously. I would like to call Nisha's husband, Kaushal Upreti, to please come on stage. And also the person working alongside with him, Rahul. Yeah. Take over. Yeah. This is Rahul.
Rahul?
So these are the people who've been responsible for putting everything together. And please give them another warm of applause.
So this is the team that is behind all this work that has happened today and has been with us for the last 10 years. In whichever way that they can be, they have overdone a lot of things for us. And even a thank you or anything that we might do might fall very short of our appreciation to them. But yes, here we are. This is Daniel's Ethnic Fashion House, the team. And all of you out there are also part of the team who continue to carry our works to across your family, your friends and circles, and continue your support and love for us. And we'll see you in the next 10 years. All right? So here we are, all of us, and please do stay back and join us for a